Hello everyone and welcome back. Today's teaching we're going to be discussing the femoral triangle, which is a very important landmark in the body. And the femoral triangle serves as a passageway by which structures leave and enter the thigh. So by definition, the femoral triangle is a wedge-shaped area that is located within the superior medial aspects of the thigh. So if this is a diagram of a man standing in the anatomical position, the part labeled red is the femoral triangle. And from that diagram, we can see that it's located within the superior medial aspects of the thigh. Now, just like any other important landmarks in the body, it has borders, contents, and also clinical significance. But let's start by discussing the borders. Now, the femoral triangle has three borders. It has a superior border, it has a lateral border, and it has a medial border. So once again, it has a superior border, it has a lateral border, and it has a medial border. So let's start by discussing the borders, then we would describe them using this diagram. So superiorly, the femoral triangle is bounded by the inguinal ligaments. So if this is a diagram illustrating the femoral triangle itself, if we are zooming in this into this, zooming these aspects to these aspects, then the superior border, which is towards the head, right? It is the inguinal ligament. So the superior border of the femoral triangle is the inguinal ligament. So let's go to the lateral border. The lateral border of the femoral triangle is by the sartorius muscle, but more specifically by the medial border. So if this is sartorius muscle here, the medial border of the sartorius muscle demarcates the lateral aspects of the femoral triangle. So let's go straight to the medial border of the femoral triangle. Now, the medial border of the femoral triangle is by the adductor longus muscle. So this is the adductor longus muscle here. These aspects. So once again, femoral triangle is bordered by the inguinal ligaments superiorly, bordered by the medial border of sartorius laterally, then by the adductor longus medially. So after that, we should also know that it has a roof and a floor. So the roof of the femoral triangle is by the facial lata, and the floor is by the pectoneus, the iliopsoas muscle, and the adductor longus muscle. So once again, the femoral triangle has three borders, a roof, and a floor. So let's go straight to discuss the contents of the femoral triangle. And the content of the femoral triangle, they are very, very important, and they can be discussed either from lateral medial or from medial to lateral. But for this class, we're going to be discussing the contents of the femoral triangle from lateral to medial. From lateral to medial. So the first one we're going to be discussing here is the femoral nerve. The femoral nerve is the first content of the femoral triangle. And the femoral nerve is the nerve that supplies the anterior compartments of the thigh. So after that, from lateral to medial, you meet the femoral artery. The femoral artery is the major arterial supply to the lower limb. So moving from lateral to medial, the contents of the femoral triangle is the femoral nerve first, then the femoral artery, which is the major arterial supply to the lower limb. Then after that, you find the femoral vein. The femoral vein. So we have femoral nerve, femoral artery, femoral vein, and this femoral vein, it is in the femoral triangle that the great saphenous vein drains into the femoral vein. Then after that, you find the femoral canal, and in the femoral canal, you find deep lymph nodes. So from lateral to medial is femoral nerve, femoral artery, femoral vein, then deep lymph nodes. Now, if you want a mnemonics, you can use navel, N-A-V-E-L. So the femoral nerve, femoral artery, femoral vein, we have an empty space, then we have lymph nodes. But here is a diagram illustrating the contents of the femoral triangle. So the part labeled, or the structure labeled green, is the femoral nerve. Then the next one is the femoral artery. Next content is the femoral artery. And after that, you find the femoral vein. The femoral vein is the part labeled in blue. And from this diagram, you can see that the femoral artery and the femoral vein, they are in the femoral sheaths. So once again, from lateral to medial, you find the femoral nerve, find the femoral artery, and you find the femoral vein. and the femoral vein and nerve, they are all encapsulated in the femoral sheath. And here is also the great saphenous vein. Here, great saphenous vein. So let's move straight to the clinical significance. Now, what are the clinical significance of the femoral triangle? The first one here is the femoral pulse. The femoral pulse can be felt in the femoral triangle, and the femoral artery can be found midway between the pubic symphysis and the anterior superior iliac spine. Then the second significance we're going to be discussing here is femoral hernia, and in this condition, part of the bowel pushes into the femoral canal. So that's all about the femoral triangle. So once again, this is an important aspect of the body. In the lower limb, a wedge-shaped area that's located on the superior medial aspect of the thigh. Then it has borders. It has a superior border, it has a lateral border, it has a medial border, a roof, and a floor. And the contents from medial to lateral is femoral nerve, femoral artery, femoral vein, the empty space, then the lymph node. And the clinical significance, the one discussed there is the femoral pulse and the femoral hernia. So please do well subscribe to this channel and see you next class. Thank you so much.